Hi, I'm Tim the Milkman, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Welcome to Hot Rod Madness, where we believe that every car has a story. Whether your car is a ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machine or a trophy-winning classic with blinding chrome and paint, Hot Rod Madness wants to hear your story. Who knows? Maybe your story will inspire future generations to dream, build, and own their own classic rides. Here to bring you those stories is the host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
Leslie, how are you, man?
Good, how you doing?
All right. Mr. Military Man, look at you.
Yeah.
You're all decked out here at the car show today in a Humvee. Yep. And I couldn't help but notice the plaque here, dude.
Right.
Now, this is a replica Humvee of what was in the movie Black Hawk Down.
It is. This is actually an exact replica of the one driven by Jeff Strucker on October the 3rd through the 4th, 1993 in Operation Gothic Serpent.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, I was looking inside of it, and I'm going, look at all this equipment and stuff, man.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. All that stuff crammed in one vehicle. I'm going,
Well,
wow.
Think about it. There would be 4 or 5 guys in here, each one of them with about 60 pounds of gear on.
Okay.
And then you've got ammo for the 50, so it gets a little crowded.
Yeah, this thing's hauling a bunch of weight when it's loaded too, right?
It is. Empty right now, we're 7,200 pounds. Fully loaded, we're about 10,000.
Oh, wow. 10,000 pounds fully loaded.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, yeah. Loaded with ammo, all
fuel,
the gear.
water, soldiers, equipment, everything. Yeah.
Wow. I've always wanted to stand up on one of these and fire a gun out the top.
You want to get up there?
Hey, I can get up there in a minute. Yeah,
Let's
okay.
go. Yeah, I'll get you up
Well,
there.
I got some more questions to ask, but yeah, I'll get up there.
Okay,
Check that
I'll
out.
get you up there.
That's just cool, right? Yeah, all right. Interesting. You military guys are always interesting to talk to, man. We honor you, sir, for what you do.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Man, that is awesome, dude. Now, as far as a power plant goes in these Humvees, what would that consist of, man?
In this particular Humvee, it is the GM 6.2 liter diesel engine.
Okay.
They are somewhat underpowered for this vehicle because it is so heavy. And in the 1144s, the up-armored Humvees, they had to really beef up the engine, the transmission, the suspension. These are limited to 55 miles an hour because of the drivetrain and the gear reduction.
Okay.
And they're not real comfortable going much faster than that. But it gets the job done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's not a drag racer. 0 to 60 is wait a few minutes, but it will eventually get you there.
And I could imagine you could creepy crawl through anything pretty much you wanted to go through.
You can, with the exception of the vehicles are very wide.
Okay.
So you have to be careful. It's very easy to knock the mirrors off.
Yeah.
In the woods at night, if you misjudge a turn, you now have one less mirror.
But you're missing a mirror.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, all right. It is extremely wide.
It is, yep.
And the ones they produce for the street and all out of GM, they're not quite this wide, are they?
The width I'm not sure of, and there's actually nothing on those vehicles that's like on these vehicles, with the exception of the name. The drivetrain is completely different. The seating, of course, is much nicer. We refer to these seats as upholstered plywood. That's what they feel like, is upholstered plywood.
Okay.
They're not very comfortable. The air conditioning, we actually have the air on now. The windows are down.
Yeah.
So the air conditioner is currently running.
All right.
And the heat is maybe.
And you're standing here in this full suit, man. And this is not all the equipment you guys wear when you're actually doing combat or any training or anything. And I can imagine the temperature that you guys have to endure, man.
Very hot. This particular suit, I wear this because I'm actually our museum helicopter pilot.
Okay.
So this is my flight gear for the helicopter.
Yes, sir.
Most of our crew wears this if we're out doing shows.
Yeah.
But the guys in the desert, it is not uncommon to wear 60 to 80 pounds of gear in 130-degree temperature and be out there for weeks. That's common.
You know, that right there is big training all by itself, because I'm picturing myself trying to do that, and I'm going,
It's rough. These guys,
that would be bad.
the vast majority of American civilians really don't understand what our guys are going through.
Yeah.
It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to live in it for a year at a time in 130-degree heat, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah.
There you have it. If you put yourself in that position, man, you're gonna go, ooh.
So you get a much better appreciation for not only what they're doing for us here at home, but what they're enduring literally from the weather daily.
Yeah. Well, we're spoiled rotten because of what you guys do.
All right. We
keep us safe right here at home so we can keep showing cars.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
I mean, I
Exactly
hate it,
right.
but that's really what's happening.
We speak the language that we speak, and we enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy because there are people that, and I stood in the same room, these men and women were all volunteer military, and they stand in the room with the blood red carpet, they raise their right hand and they say, "Here am I, send me." And that's it.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing people. The folks that do this is just outrageous, man. That's cool. Without it, don't know what we would do.
We wouldn't be speaking American.
Hey, let's get Dollar Bill over here to get a shot of the equipment inside this thing.
Let's do it.
Check it out, Dollar Bill. There's all kind of stuff going on in here. Maybe you can explain to us a little bit about what all you have in here.
I can. Through this view, you see the where the gunner would stand.
Yeah.
This is the rear seats, and we have the driver's seats, and we have the radio system that's up front. You notice the hole in the roof, that's the turret. That's where the gunner would stand. The 50 caliber machine gun would go up there, and his primary job through the top turret is to protect this vehicle. Whether he's facing forward or rearward, he's protecting this vehicle. And in the back of the vehicle, we have ammo cans, we have extra fuel, we have water, you name it. If they need it on a mission, it's in here.
All right, cool. So maybe the milkman can come out one day and let's pop a big old machine gun on top, blast a few rounds.
We can do that.
Really?
We'll let you guys drive it around a little
No
while.
kidding.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go cruising around in the Humvee and
Sure.
check it out for ourselves.
Absolutely.
That's probably as close as I'll ever get to any real training, so you know.
Well, don't expect a Cadillac because the way I describe this vehicle
Right.
is it rides like a washboard and it turns like the Queen Mary. That's how it handles.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, suspension, everything's
The suspension
very tough on this
it's
thing.
very heavy duty. It takes several thousand pounds to compress the suspension.
Wow.
They're very heavy duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Lots of equipment going on in there.
There are. There are. If you want to go around back, I'll show you the 50 caliber machine gun.
Oh yeah, you got one with you?
I got one with me.
Man, let's check it out. Right.
Got some gear sitting here on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see the rear section
All right, look at that.
of the big 50 that goes on top.
Okay, so that's normally where it's packed in, you know, for
That's
transport
correct.
and all.
That is
right?
its transport position. You notice it's strapped down, so if the vehicle goes over rough terrain,
Yeah.
it doesn't come loose and hit somebody in the head. We have some dummy ammo on display, but that's the actual size of the ammunition. This weapon fires.
Yep.
A little history of the 50. It is the second longest serving U.S. military weapon. It was designed in the early 30s. John Browning, everybody knows who John Browning is.
Sure.
This weapon was adopted for U.S. military service in 1933, and it is still in current production and use today. The only weapon that has been in use longer is and everybody knows what this is, the 1911.
Yes, sir.
It came out in 1911, and we still use it today.
Wow,
That's
how about that?
That's the second longest serving one right there.
Yeah, been around forever, man.
It's just that good.
It's just that good.
It's just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, boy. Wouldn't mind taking one of those out one day in a field and blasting it a few times.
Basically, what that weapon does extremely well is make things far away go away.
Okay. All righty. That's cool.
It does.
Man, dude, I appreciate you showing us around the Humvee today.
No worries.
Man, we'll have to catch up to you later on and look at some more stuff you have
Come on by.
because I understand you have a museum in Rome, right?
We do. The Duke Museum of Military History. We're
Yeah.
currently located at 110 East 8th Avenue in downtown Rome. Right now, the collection consists of one helicopter, 15 military vehicles, 130 plus weapons, 80 plus military uniforms. We've got a lot of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And that helicopter in there, is that your personal helicopter?
It is. We don't keep it there. It's stored
Okay.
off site,
Dude's
but
got a helicopter. All
but
right.
it is my personal
Here we
helicopter.
go, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it expensive to operate?
Yes, it's stroke inducing.
All
Yeah.
right. What's the chances of me and Dollar Bill getting a ride on it one day?
Probably pretty good.